Hello, welcome back to Design Engineer Studio. So in this video we'll be learning how to create this football poster design. Football flyer design. Yes. So with Pixellab. So I'll be taking you through how to do the editing with Pixellab and how to edit the image on Snapseed. Yes, I'm going to use PicsArt as well. So if you are just joining us, remember to like this video and subscribe. So let's get started. So first thing first is I'll be using this as reference. Okay, so all our files and materials are imported here already, so let's make it quick. So first thing first is to come to your size right here, and we are going to change the size to, so I'll be using 3000 by 3000. So here we have it. So the next thing we do is to start importing our model. So I'll be importing this as first. Now come to my shape option. I'll move this to the front. So now we can adjust it like this. Okay, so let's adjust, upscale it like this. So we have something like this, and I'll move it down. So it's nice like this. But when you upscale some images, remember to make a copy of it and delete the other image, because the image will have lose quality. So in order to retain its quality, just duplicate and do that. So now we have this. I'll come to my color filter right here. Then I will increase the contrast a bit. I'll reduce the saturation like this, reduce the brightness. Okay, so let's increase the contrast again. So I'll click on OK. So I'll come to my opacity right here and I'll reduce it like this. Okay, so now it's cool like this. Now just lock it. So next thing we are doing is to come to this image. So I'll move this also to the front. Okay, so then I'll do the same thing to this as well. I'll just come to my color filter, reduce the saturation. Yes, we need to desaturate it, but we still need the fill to have these greenish feelings. Now increase the contrast. Yes, like this, and yeah, we are good to go again. So I'll just do it like this. Now reduce the opacity also. Okay, so we have this, and I'll lock this as well. And to the third background, I'll just move this also to the front, and I'll do it like this. So I'll just do it like this. I'll make a copy. Now delete the one at the background. Okay, so here we have it. So I want it like this. So you have it like this. Then I'll just come to my color. I'll reduce the saturation, increase my contrast, and I'll click on OK. So I'll come to my opacity again. So our background is ready. Yes, our background is ready. So I'll click on OK and I will lock it. So the next thing I'm doing is to come to the last option here, this of two right here. So come to your noise and we are going to enable it. So it is enabled already. You can see the difference. So you can see the difference. It's having this noise effect. Like, it's cool. Yes, you will reduce the alpha to 30 and enhance it like this. So I'll click on OK. So then we are good to go. So I will use this icon right here. I will leave it in the description box for you guys to access. So I will move it to the front. So now we have it like this. So it will be dropped in the Telegram group. All the resources will be dropped in the Telegram group. So if you've not joined the Telegram group, So I'll leave it so that you guys can access it right here. So I'll come to my, so first thing first, I'll make a copy of this. So then I will now delete this one at the back. You can see it's desaturating already. So I'll click, like it's losing quality, sorry. So I'll just come to my rotate right here and I'll rotate it a bit. So let's increase it the more. So want it to be in form of this. I'll click on OK. So you just move it to the back a bit. I want it to have that texture feeling. So I'll come to my color filter. I'll just desaturate it a bit. So I want it to have this dark feelings. So then I'll click on OK and I'll come to my opacity again and I'll reduce it. So it's making sense already. So I'll lock this as well. So let's move our model to the front. Okay, so the next thing is to move this image to the front, this to the front, this to the front. So the first image is this. So I'll just hide it like this. So the first image is this. So I'll come to my crop tool. So I just flip it like this and I click on OK. So I'll just upscale it like this. So I'll work on it a bit like this is okay. So the image is edited already. Okay, so I'll just upscale it like this. Then I'll move this to the front. Yes, just like this one, like this. I'll move it to the front. I edit the image with Snapseed. So let's do it like this. Just like this is okay. So I'll lock the two. And I'll move this also to the front of the two. Just move it to the front. So now we have something like this. So I'll just hide this one at first and I'll come to my shape option right here and I would come to my gradient. I'll come to my gradient. So I'll select this plus icon and I'll move this. I want to fade it. I'll move this to the extreme like this. Click on OK. I'll adjust this. I'll move it to black. So I'll click on OK. Then I'll adjust it like this. Just a bit. Then I'll click on OK. So I want to use it to blend this. So it's cool this way, right? So it's making sense. I'll click on OK and I'll lock it. So I'll move this to the front. So now you can see it's not like it's floating. It's super great like this. So I'll lock everything right here. So let's see any other thing to add. So I'll just move this to the front. Okay, so let's add our text. So to add the text, I'll just write the king of football. So I'll click on OK and OK. So I'll be changing my font. I'll change my font to, I'll use Montserrat. So I'll be using Montserrat regular. I'll click on OK. Then I would adjust it like this. You can use your grid line to adjust it. So let's move this to 10. So I'll click on OK. So I'll lock this like this. So let's come to our alignment. Now align it to the center. So we have it like this. So I'll use my spacing tool. I'll just adjust it like this. I reduce the size the more. I'll just adjust it like this. So I'll click on center and I'll click on OK. So here we have it. So I'll select a new color, a new text. So then I'll write, so type this like this, and I'll click on OK. So let's adjust. Now click on OK. So now the next thing you need to do is to change the font. So I'll be using this font as I'll be using Bebas. So this is Bebas regular. I'll click on OK. So now I'll come to my color. So let's just click. I'll come to my color. Come to my gradient. So this is the gradient I used. So I want to create mine. So I'll come to this first option right here. Click on the plus the color icon, and I'll use this eyedropper too. So I'll be picking color from the model. So I just click on OK and OK. So to the second color, I'll just do the same thing. I'll just use this. So that I'll click on OK. So now to the color arrangement right here, I'll use this. Then I'll click on OK. So now we have the color like this. So we have the color like this. Now click on OK. So first thing first, I'll make a copy of this color. Or I will just leave this like this. Then I'll position this. I'll just position this to the center. Then let me adjust. Then I'll click on OK. I'll lock this. Oh, sorry. So I'll make a copy of this. We'll be doing several copies. So to this first one right here, I'll just come to your color option. Come to your color, not gradient this time around. Then you click on this plus icon and you move your slide to this, and you click on OK. And you click on OK. So you click on OK and come to your stroke. So I will enable my stroke like this. Then I will reduce it to, I'll change the color to white. And I will increase it to like 1. Yes, I'll click on 1 is okay. So now I'll click on OK and I will align it. So I'll just work on it like this, make a copy, then I'll adjust it like this, align it. So make a copy again, I'll align it, and I'll position it again. So the last one, make a copy, now align it and work on my position. So it's okay like this. So I'll just send the text to the back, this to the back. Like to the back of this, to the first image. So I'll just move it down. Okay, so I'll move it down. I'll move this down. Okay, so now we lock everything. So I'll move this to the front. Yes, this is a mistake. So it is sent to the back and I've logged it. So now to this text right here, just align it again. So you want to create this kind of texture feeling, so I'll just align this. So I'll make a copy of this again. I'll make a copy of it again. I'll align it. So let's merge the three. So after I'm done merging the three like this, I'll make a copy of them again. Now just adjust it like this. So this to the center and this to the center as well. So then I click on merge again. Okay, so for the sake of this video, I don't want it to be too lengthy, so I'll be using only this. So I'll just let me align this. So I'll align this. I'll click on my grid. So just enable your grid settings and you adjust it like this. So make sure this one is touching the last end and like this. So this is also touching this and just adjust it like this and make sure this is touching here. So now we are going to select another grid line. Just move it a bit, like let it have same spacing. Let's move this down. So and let it have the same spacing with the one above. So it's something close like this. So I'll just do it like this and come to my perspective tool. So enable your perspective tool. So to me, I love zooming in so that because I'm using my finger, I'll just zoom out like this really well. Now then I'll move my grid. So let's enable it. So I'll just move my grid line like this. So it's a bit close. So I'll move this one above. So to make sure it's touching the other grid point like this. So now click out. So now we've successfully created this kind of effect. So if you've been wondering how we create this kind of effect, so here's a bonus for you. Now send it to the back, like to the back. So we have this filling now. I'll just move it. I'll just reduce the opacity like so. So you can see the effect is applying on it. So then I'll lock it. And here's it. We are done with the Pixellab aspect. I'll just save it. So I'll save as PNG. Then I'll save. And let's head over to PicsArt. So welcome back to PicsArt. So now this is what you just need to do. I've imported my image, so I'll just add a new photo. So now here is the image the lens flare I had. So I'll just come to my selecting the image. I'll just come to my blend option here. Now select screen. So screen works when you want to remove black from an image. So and we have it like this, and here we go. So I'll just save it, use this option to save it. Yes, and the image is saved. So I'll come to my Snapseed right here. So the video is more lengthy than I thought. So I'll just show you. I'll just come to my PicsArt, and here is it. So I'll just use my, so this is the option I used. I've edited the image already, so you can see how cool it is. Okay, so if you want to learn how to use PicsArt, so you can just watch the video I created on my channel previously, and here is it. You can see it's really cool and so nice like that. So I explained how you can actually create a preset like this. So these are my presets I created for this too. So you just come to your option here to save, and I'll save. So you are good to go.